Say hi.
Hey!
All right, so every Tuesday morning, the team and I catch up for 30 minutes on a social. It's called Team Catch Up. We just catch up about how our weekends are, how we're going, what are the benefits of doing that as a team before we talk about tasks and that. Because we don't normally check in about tasks on Mondays. Some of us have a rostered day off, so we don't even communicate generally until Tuesday morning. So what's the benefit of this time, dedicated time for team catch up on a personal level?
I think it's good for like team bonding because we all work remote. We don't have the normal like office chit chat and stuff like that. So it's good that like we can still feel connected and it's not just only ever talking about work because like we care about each other. We're friends. Like it's cool like to have the opportunity to get to know what's going on for each other outside of work, and you're not like under the pressure of a deadline because we've like made the space to be able to just talk to each other and find out what's happening.
Love it. Hannah,
Yeah,
anything to share?
I agree. I
Encourage
think it's
someone to
really
do it.
nice. I think it's really nice to like have that, like Victoria said, that set time where it is about just catching up and like having a good time with each other and having a laugh. Because when we are working on tasks, we are all very like motivated to get what we need to get done in a certain time limit. So I think it's really nice to have that time. And it just like breaks up your day a bit, I think, too, and gets you like in a good vibe or a good mood for the day. Yeah, I love it.
Cool. Thanks for sharing. So yeah, encourage you. It's 30 minutes. Sometimes it doesn't last that long. Sometimes it does go over, but I think we're benefit definitely from doing it. Cheerio. A quick update on how the sprints are going. So I have adjusted, continuous improvement, iterated. So now what we do is we start with feedback on the previous tasks from the day. So giving the team feedback on what's worked, what hasn't, what could be improved, anything like that. And we have check-ins or support or anything that might inform the day's sprint. And then we continue with who's doing what, talk about the time, all that. But then we're getting a growing list of future tasks. So either it's carried up over, no, it's not carried over, but it's stemmed a new task that needs to be complete, but not immediately because we need to prioritize it and figure space. So I'm getting a growing list of tasks that need to be done by the end of this period that we're working on for the actual whole project. All right, I've just been working on the new cohort for our human-centered design. Starts this week, so just getting my admin tasks set up for that, welcoming people into the group, all of that jazz. It's really exciting. I'm so excited. I just love the energy. When you put out things that you're passionate about and what work and what you're interested in, it comes back. And I am so excited about the people that are joining. I feel that vibrationally we've attracted the right people. They're so excited. I cannot wait for the conversations, the things that we're going to brainstorm together, all of that. So that's been really exciting. I'm now about to take a quick break in my day just for a personal, fulfilling enjoyment thing. I'm actually going to a vinyl collage workshop. So it's for an hour. You just get a vinyl, I guess, and do collage. But I didn't want to waste it, and I take a while to incubate creative ideas. So I've been researching, and I listened to a podcast by the interviewee was Rick Rubin. He's a music producer that has worked with bands such as the Red Hot Chili Peppers, big bands across, I think he's more, I don't know who he is really, but he's probably very significant in the music industry. Got a new book on creativity coming out. So actually that's where my curiosity, I'm waiting for that book to come out. But the way he talks about when artists are in that purest form of creation and flow, that's been really intriguing for me. So I've been listening to that, which then is actually my inspiration for the vinyl that I'm going to collage. So around that essence of like flow and creative process is what I want to explore for myself and what that might look like. And the word that's kind of, I think it's this word ecstasy probably captures the feeling of what people are in when they're in that truest essence of effortless creation that's a full expression of the self. So anyway, with ecstasy, this is my creative process. So I'm like, I don't know how to turn that into a message or a piece of art that I want to actually hang on a wall at some point when I have one, to hang it on. But it wouldn't go in the van, it'll go in storage until then. So with ecstasy, then I started thinking about what's other E words that could bring my message of ecstasy to life. So what I want to do is look at my vinyl when it's finished on a wall and get that feeling of ecstasy and have it as a prompt for myself that I can use as like reinforce the things that I've heard from Rick Rubin and the creative process, so that when I'm working, that's my prompt to like channel that into my projects or the things that I'm doing in my life. So I went and researched cool words, Googled words that start with E. And my thing is, I want to use words that I wouldn't use in a sentence because I wouldn't be sure that I'm using them right. Okay, so I may have vaguely heard of them before, but I wouldn't accurately use them myself in a sentence. So that's the constraint I've put on myself. So the words are enigma, enthrall, epiphany, evince, exalt, ebullient, effulgent. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing these right. Embryonic, embellish, empirical, emphatic. So like some of those, like effulgent, or just maybe you have heard of them, is radiating or as if radiating light. So they're all linked to the feeling of ecstasy that I want to have radiating from this vinyl that I create. Evince is give expression to. Ebullient is joyously unrestrained. Anything else there? Yeah, they're kind of the words, right? So what I want to actually do is, that's my inspiration. I'll go look through the magazines, find some images that are helping to visually represent that. And then I actually want to use all of those words in a sentence that is purely just alliteration, that is the full expression of what needs to happen to be in the purest form of creation. So, yeah, it's just interesting. I thought I'd share that process so that maybe it inspires you to think about how you storyboard or how you could create a piece of communication that can compel someone to... It just plants the seed for change. So what is it about the employee experience? What is it, the thing that you're working on, the experience that you're creating, that you're communicating, that you want people to feel, to see, hear, all of those things? What is it behind that that just takes it a little bit, gives it that edge to make it more impactful? We'll see how it goes. Okay, just finished the workshop and an hour. I started 30 minutes early. Have a 30-minute lunch break. That's how I'm using that time today. Be creative. However, the impact was better than that. It was good because I wanted to do it for my soul. I met a beautiful human being. We touched each other's lives, impacted us to be better human beings. The conversation is a communication visualist specialist. I'm in a backpackers. That's what I found here. We had a great conversation about effective communication, life, how do you make change, motivation, all of these sorts of things. So you never know where you're going to find. Just be open to opportunities and put yourself out there. I was the only person, didn't know anyone. It was just the two of us. We connected. Haven't finished because we got caught up in conversation, but I am excited. It was an hour worth going to.